Good morning, YouTube. I'm just going by some of this music. Some of this music, if I learn it, I gotta go over it every now and then. Make sure. Anyway, just keeping your chops alive. Tyler Corcoran. Listen to his story. White boy Crip. And I listen to a lot of stories when I'm out there in the field doing what I do. And he said he was sentenced, I believe it was to life in prison. And he's free now. He's free now, but when I was listening to his story, a lifer asked him what was he gonna do with his time, and he was like, I'm just gonna sit down and chill, eat some chips, write to family members, do a little bit of reading. And the guy said something to him along the lines of, well, life is going to go on for those people outside these walls. And eventually, I'm going to paraphrase it, eventually they're going to stop doing what they've been doing, because life is going to keep going. It's almost like death. When we die, it's like you get remembered. You get remembered. But life is going to keep going for them. And when the letters get less and the money gets slow, what are you going to do? And he didn't have an answer for him. And he said, how you gonna survive in here? How you gonna get your hustle on? And he didn't have an answer. And the old timer said, well, I can teach you how to draw. And I've heard this in a TED talk, that people have been taught how to do certain things, and they got so good at what they did that they became better than natural talent. I like that. Putting some chords together. But he said that he took him up on it, and he got so good that he was able to sell his drawings on the outside. I think his highest price tag was $5,000, which is pretty amazing. I've seen some paintings, and he said that he began drawing and he treated it like a job, and he stayed at it for 8 hours a day for a prolonged period of time. And he said he eventually started learning how to do simple stuff. Am I forgetting 1-5? and it got more complex. You know, he got better and better and better. But one thing that stood out to me was he said that he treated it like an 8-hour a day job. And he got better and better and better. And when it comes to, when it comes to wanting to learn this music here, when it comes to learning this music, where's this piece at? This is gonna drive me nuts that I forgot how to play this song. When it comes to learning this music, you're going to have to treat it like a job. You're gonna have to treat it like a job. I'm trying to figure out where we at. Where we at? We're in let's do some reading. So was I going there? Let's start off with the so we're gonna go with the okay, so you guys starting to see how my memory is starting to kick in from reading. Once you start reading and your memory start actually doing this thing called synchronization, it's kind of like, okay, now I'm able to, and I know I just took a complete left turn at this conversation. Now I'm able to glance, okay, where was I at? Here I am. Now you guys have seen my journey. You guys have seen my journey come from, me squinting at the paperwork. But now you guys are seeing like, wow, this guy is actually, he's actually getting somewhere. And I'm never going to say he's getting good. Because I know better and I know best. I know some really good players. But he's actually getting somewhere. But back to Tyler Corcoran. He said he treated him learning how to draw like a job. And I've heard that in many conversations. Somebody said, like, if you really want to learn something, treat it like a job. Treat it like a job. He said he would they said, actually, here it is, EMINEM treated I've heard this story. EMINEM treated what he did, his going into a studio, like they said he would come in at let's say 9 and he would leave 8 hours later every single day. He treated it like a job, and you see that EMINEM is arguably one of the best rappers out there. Like they say he's the best. But he treated it like a job. So if you want to embrace this music, you gotta treat it like a job. You've got to, and I know we all have jobs. Okay, I remember it. So now it's all about the music becoming fun. So, so. Okay, so I'm just going through a couple chords here. So now you guys kind of see the importance of repetition. However, and that's the joy. Anyway, he treated it like a 9 to 5 job. Um, Tyler Corcoran also said he treated his drawing like a job. And you, number one, have got to take your music that seriously. And I know we don't have an additional 8 hours on top of our 8 hour job, on top of if you say, what's 8 divided by 4? 8 divided by 4, I'm sorry, 8 times 4 is 24. So 8 hours of sleep, 8 hours of work, 8 hours of this, and then 8 hours of family time. You have to have that much dedication. But what if you can't get in the 8 hours? Do what you can and make what you can meaningful. Uh, and where was I going with it? then we hit it with the. So let's go to. Where am I going with it? Where am I going with it? Okay. Okay, and we need to go with so where we going with there? You know, and I'm just blending some things together. But you've got to treat it like, you got to treat it like a job. Look up the stories of EMINEM. Look up the stories of Tyler Corcoran. And when they say I did this and they got very good. I mean, EMINEM arguably the best. Tyler Corcoran. I mean, the dude was. I mean, he said I started selling them, so he got that good. So let's title this, can a skill turn into a talent? Yeah, can a skill turn into a talent? Yeah, let's title this. I think we're at Music Talks episode 26. This actually can. I mean, you know, and here's the thing. I don't like that one. Remember that's us. Anyway, a skill can actually turn into a talent if you do it long enough. And talents can be diminished if you don't use them. Think about that. That talent, the parables in the talent, he'll take it away from you. So yeah, Music Talks episode, I think this is 26. I might change the title of it. Yeah, I might change the title of it. But yeah, just that's just food for thought. You got to spend time here. You know, you gotta see me embrace a whole piece and forget a whole piece. But the goal wasn't the piece. The goal was being able to. The goal was to actually do the reading of it. You know what I'm saying? The goal. That was the goal. So, like, subscribe, share, leave a comment in the comment section. Yeah, I'll title this. Music Talks episode 25 or 26. I think we're at 25. The story of Tyler Corcoran and EMINEM. 8 hours. Somewhere. Anyway, I gotta go to work. Peace.